that's okay. You know, you can't help how you feel. And I think it's better to feel your feelings than to try to force yourself to feel some other type of way. So, these poems can be dark, but I hope that they help someone going through a hard time or dealing with anxiety or sadness, because it always helps me to know that other people are struggling with similar things and that you're not alone. Okay? So, let's start. These are poems about sadness in all its varied forms. There is much sadness in the world, and many reasons to be sad. Sadness is a difficult feeling to cope with. Often, it is caused by traumatic events or depression. The melancholy caused by deep sadness might begin to interfere with your day-to-day life, leaving you feeling unmotivated and even worthless. Expressing such feelings in writing, especially through poems, will not only help you to cope, it can actually help you to heal emotionally. Sit down, find a pencil and paper, and pour your heart out onto the page. You are likely to find that the result is a feeling of calmness and relief. Alright. This first poem is a famous sad poem called Solitude by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. Laugh, and the world laughs with you. Weep, and you weep alone. For the sad old earth must borrow its mirth, but has trouble enough of its own. Sing, and the hills will answer. Sigh, it is lost on the air. The echoes bond to a joyful sound, but shrink from voicing care. Rejoice, and men will seek you. Grieve, and they turn and go. They want a full measure of all your pleasure, but they do not need your woe. Be glad, and your friends are many. Be sad, and you lose them all. There are none to decline your nectared wine, but alone you must drink life's gall. Feast, and your halls are crowded. Fast, and the world goes by. Succeed and give, and These demons were destructive, knocking down the life she knew, hating everything about her. She hated herself too. The demons can't be seen, but they're far from fairy tales. They live inside your mind. Their evilness prevails. So, on the bridge she stood, about to end the fight. Then she stopped and thought, I'll fight them one more night. I love that one. Oh, making me like a little bit emotional. Okay. Next is a poem about depression and anxiety called Silent Screams by Aaron. Can't you hear my silent screams? They're so loud, they echo in my dreams. Behind this face that carries a smile lies a dark road that goes on mile after mile. My silent screams have been going on for years, but it always falls on so many deaf ears. How can they hear these silent screams in my mind? They can't hear my thoughts if I keep telling them I'm fine. What can I tell them? These silent screams carry no words. It's just feelings of sadness and darkness that come in its herds. How can I explain so people understand this? It's like walking around in a suffocating black mist. It's holding on to happiness like holding water in your hands. It just trickles between your fingers and disappears into the sands. I can't explain how this feels, so extreme. So I hold my mouth shut to cover my silent screams. Okay. The next is called The Darkness by Dallas E. Christoph. You would never know it, the constant pain I feel, because in the light of day, it almost isn't real. Sure, I'll play, I'll laugh, I'll sing some songs, but that pain is always lurking, because it's been here all along. And when the darkness comes, with its all-consuming power, it slowly takes my soul, hour by dreadful hour. But they tell me that I'm strong enough. They swear that it gets better. They say, if you can just hold out and bear this stormy weather, they tell me you'll be happy one day. All you need to do is fight. But what they seem to forget is after each day comes the night. And so I act along. I play my part, while this crushing darkness slowly breaks my heart. These are so sad. I hope there's some sad person out there that is loving these. Alright, next is called Scars by Laura R. Here on my arm lies a mark that I made. When I was so low, I cut with a blade to punish my body for being a mess. Though here's my testament, I must confess that seeing these scars left on my arms, legs, and chest makes me realize I was in a place of no rest. I feel guilty inside for leaving this token. Now I will see and remember that I was so broken. But seeing these scars helps me see that I survived so much trauma and now I am free. So I ask you now to stand with me and fight to show all these demons what they're doing is not right. You won the battle of good versus bad. You are still alive and are no longer sad. Here on my arm lies a mark of survival. I got through my hate and beat my self-rival. Oh, I love that. I personally have never really self-harmed. I had a friend in high school who did, and I always felt really bad. She was very quiet, and she was very nice. And it's kind of sad. I feel like I almost kind of related because I always felt I was nice to people, and people kind of take that for weakness and treat you like crap. And so it makes you depressed. Anyway. The next poem is called Behind the Mask. Hiding the hurt, hiding the pain, hiding the tears that fall like rain, saying I'm fine when I'm anything but. This ache in my soul rips at my gut. My skin is on fire, I burn from within. The calm on my face is an ongoing sin. The world must stay out. I've built up a wall. My fragile lie will collapse should it ever fall. Loneliness consumes me. It eats away the years until my life is swallowed by unending fears. Waiting for someone to see I wear a mask and care enough to remove it. Is that too much to ask? Alright. Lost in Pain by Steph. Anger, pain, it's getting harder to hide. All the feelings I've built up inside. It's hard to explain without being considered insane, so I've kept to myself until I realized I need help. Even the weekends seem to be a chore, putting a smile on my face as I walk out the door. Wanting to run away, but where can I go? Around people or not, I still feel alone. I cry all the time now. I used to think I was strong. Now it's a struggle just to hold on. To make it through the day without an odd look my way or someone asking me if I'm okay. But maybe it will do me good to let someone help if they could. Just one hug is all I need. Just one person that cares is all I plead. sends you false hope through a bottle of pill. It destroys your goals and inflicts its will. You can't run, nor can you hide. By its rules you will abide, until it celebrates that you have died. Open your eyes, or you will be its prey. It will blur your vision in the most twisted way. It will seek your destruction and call for your head. You will lie in wait, but never rest in your bed. Peace will come to those who want peace, but as long as you feed him, you will see the beast. You can't run, nor can you hide, but if you conquer the beast, you will survive. Prayer and hope can lead the way. Cling on to every word you pray. Hope is in truth. Hate is in lies. Pray for your soul and open your eyes. Alright. Struggling with Depression and Suicide by Debbie Leeds. Days of endless struggle, more hopeful pills today, trying to appear normal in some sort of way. It seems that the struggle is always here with me, and I wouldn't be here now if guilt wouldn't leave me be. I know there's been many who have had it worse than I, but that doesn't always mean that I wouldn't say goodbye. People say I have a lot going for me. I'm sorry, but I just can't see. I can't see because my worst enemy is not my life, but inside of me. Always on a roller coaster, not too much consistency. I'm nothing if I'm not up or down. I'm nothing if just me. Very little energy, wanting to stay in bed, wishing to be enthusiastic, instead of feeling like I'm made of lead. Wanting to be excited, wanting to care for more. But when nothing makes sense, it's hard to focus on the poor. Cluttered mind, cluttered thinking, it's hard to keep in touch with what is happening around me and not to worry too much. I feel that everybody is better than me and that I can't do anything right. This is how I felt my whole dang life. It didn't start just last night. No confidence, no self-esteem. Everybody else is right. To speak my mind is to be a fool, so I just try to sit tight. Any one of these problems would be a heavy vice, but when you have them all, living seems like a roll of the dice. Alright, well, I know these are quite sad, but I hope you enjoyed them or related to them in some way. I definitely did. Maybe I could do a happy poetry video if you guys would